A timeline of Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble's relationship, highlighting their significant age difference and speculation about marriage. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kris Jenner and Corey Gamble's love story began in a way that almost felt like it was taken straight out of a Hollywood script, except it unfolded in the very real, glamorous, and sometimes chaotic world of the Kardashians. The year was 2014, and Kris was going through a deeply personal transition. Her marriage to Caitlyn Jenner was ending, and she was in the middle of a high-profile divorce. For someone who had spent decades in the public eye, this was a time of change and uncertainty. It was also a moment where she could have chosen to stay away from romance entirely, focusing instead on her family and herself. But life has a way of surprising people when they least expect it. That summer, fashion designer Riccardo Tisci was celebrating his 40th birthday in Ibiza, a lavish party that brought together celebrities, musicians, and style icons from all over the world. The event was hosted by none other than Kanye West, who at the time was married to Kris's daughter Kim Kardashian. Guests mingled against the backdrop of the Mediterranean, music filled the warm night air, and somewhere in the middle of all the festivities, Kris met Corey Gamble. Corey, who worked in the music industry and was known for his close connections to high-profile artists, introduced himself to Kris. They struck up a conversation, and despite the fact that she was in the middle of a major life change, and the fact that Corey was 25 years younger than her, there was an instant connection. It wasn't the type of meeting that screamed romance right away, but there was something about the encounter that would mark the beginning of a relationship that has endured for over a decade. By early October of that year, the two were no longer just acquaintances. They were spotted out together in Sherman Oaks, California, sharing a dinner that caught the attention of fans. A diner sitting nearby snapped photos, and before long, the images spread online. People immediately began speculating about their status, wondering whether this was just a friendly outing or the beginning of something more. Kourtney Kardashian was asked about it not long after, and while she didn't spill every detail, she hinted that she was open to seeing where it might go. She seemed supportive, saying she was interested to see the relationship take its natural course and possibly grow into something deeper. By the end of October, Kris and Corey were no longer keeping things under wraps. They attended the Life is Beautiful music festival in Las Vegas together, watching Kanye perform before heading over to celebrate Kim Kardashian's 34th birthday at Las Vegas. Being together at such high-profile events suggested they were becoming more comfortable with letting the world see them as a pair. The romance became even more evident the following month. In November 2014, as Kris's 59th birthday approached, Corey whisked her away for a quick escape to Mexico. It was a romantic gesture that didn't go unnoticed. For the actual day of her birthday, they returned to Las Vegas, enjoying dinner at Stack and later hitting the nightlife at One Oak. They weren't alone either. Scott Disick, a longtime family fixture, joined them for the celebration. According to sources at the time, Kris and Corey seemed completely smitten with each other, looking every bit like a couple enjoying the excitement of a new relationship. Their connection continued to strengthen, and by March 22, 2015, Corey made his first official appearance on the family's hit reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This marked a significant step, as appearing on the show meant being woven into the fabric of the Kardashian-Jenner narrative, a world that is both glamorous and heavily scrutinized. During that episode, Kim Kardashian revealed that she had been living in the same house as Kris and Corey for a while, which gave her a front-row seat to the new romance. She admitted she had overheard moments between them that left her uncomfortable, and she didn't shy away from sharing her feelings about it. More importantly, she voiced her concern that her mother might be moving too fast. Kim explained that she wanted Kris to take things slowly, to think carefully before rushing into anything. Her worries came from a place of love, rooted in wanting to protect her mom after everything she had gone through in her past relationships. Even with concerns from her children, Kris seemed confident about her connection with Kory. Their age gap, which had been a talking point since the very beginning, didn't seem to bother her. She had already experienced the highs and lows of marriage twice before, and perhaps that made her more determined to live on her own terms, free from outside pressures about what her relationship should look like. From the outside, Kris and Kory's romance might have seemed unlikely when it began. She was one of the most famous women in reality television, a business powerhouse with a large, close-knit family. He was younger, quieter in the public eye, and came from a different side of the entertainment industry. But together, they seemed to find a balance that worked for them. Over time, they became a constant presence in each other's lives, attending events, traveling together, and appearing side by side in both public and private moments. Through the years, rumors about marriage have followed them. Given their long relationship, many people have assumed that wedding bells might be in their future. But Kris has been clear that marriage is not necessarily on her agenda. Having been through 2 divorces, she has said in interviews that she doesn't feel the need to make things official on paper again. For her, the relationship works as it is, and she values the companionship, loyalty, and love she shares with Kory without feeling pressured to conform to tradition. Their story is a reminder that love doesn't always arrive at a convenient time or in a conventional form. Sometimes it comes when you're in the middle of life's biggest changes, and sometimes it bridges differences that others might see as obstacles. Kris and Kory met at a party halfway around the world, at a time when neither might have expected to begin something new, and yet they built a partnership that has lasted for years under the intense glare of fame. Kourtney Kardashian was asked about it not long after, and while she didn't spill every detail, she hinted that she was open to seeing where it might go. She seemed supportive, saying she was interested to see the relationship take its natural course and possibly grow into something deeper. By the end of October, Kris and Kory were no longer keeping things under wraps. They attended the Life is Beautiful music festival in Las Vegas together, watching Kanye perform before heading over to celebrate Kim Kardashian's 34th birthday at Las Vegas. Being together at such high-profile events suggested they were becoming more comfortable with letting the world see them as a pair. The romance became even more evident the following month. In November 2014, as Kris's 59th birthday approached, Kory whisked her away for a quick escape to Mexico. It was a romantic gesture that didn't go unnoticed. For the actual day of her birthday, they returned to Las Vegas, enjoying dinner at Stack and later hitting the nightlife at One Oak. The romance became even more evident the following month. In November 2014, as Kris's 59th birthday approached, Kory whisked her away for a quick escape to Mexico. It was a romantic gesture that didn't go unnoticed. For the actual day of her birthday, they returned to Las Vegas, enjoying dinner at Stack and later hitting the nightlife at One Oak. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.